Greetings everyone, and I'm finally free! For now. Actually, no, I'm not, because I just realized the second zone we're doing in this part. It's time for more of the Carol No Death run, and of course we are in the last stretch, so let's take our rewards. A 1-up. Well, not like those are useful, it's just nice to have a big number. Ooh! More kitties. More cats. But that's besides the point. Let us begin the endgame. As Carol. Without dying. Here we go. It's time to begin the endgame, everybody. It's time for Final Dreadnought 1. And boy, is this an explosive way to begin this stage, and ow. Well, so, explosive way to begin this stage, but we're not off to a good start. Good job, me. But, we'll see where this goes. Anyways, Brevin is definitely going to want to throw everything at you this time. Everything, even his very own kitchen sink, which means he won't be able to cook for a week because he has no dishes to clean. Not like that's going to matter once we trash the Dreadnought and such. Oy. It's unknown what's going to happen to Brevin, like, post FP2 or FP1 rather. But yeah, but that's neither here or there. It's like this is one of my favorite zones in the entire game because I like how explosive and blood pumping it is. Now I'm pretty sure many beta testers know this, but for those that don't know at this point, since we're way past the days of the Kickstarter. I'll just leave it brief. This stage was like all 4 Final Dreadnoughts were meant to just be a single stage. The biggest piece of evidence towards this is basically one of the alpha builds that has Final Dreadnought as just the single stage right there. It is not 4 stages in its beta, it was 1 stage, and because of how long this stage got, they split into 4. It's also probably an engine issue that they probably split into 4 because let's just say Click Team Fusion is not a coding engine I recommend. I don't code games or anything. I'm only a novice at that. Like, the only thing I can develop are Lemming stuff. But Click Team Fusion, on top of having a lot of other problems, including an update that makes a lot of Windows computers detect it as a virus, boy, a false positive, boy is that fun. Well, let's just say it can be very easy for things to fall apart with it, where the engine will reach its limits. The framework made for this, let's just say it's seen better days. It is an old framework that is not really well optimized, and its code is basically what I would say it's spaghetti code at this point. Jump over that. Make sure to do low jumps over this if you want to keep your flame shield. Jump over that. Jump over that. Jump over that. It's going to do the same things over and over again until the next phase. Now we unlock the Pogo phase. Pogo phase is where it will just pogo around. Pogo around until it's done. And now it's in the Shuriken phase. And as you saw, we already lost our flame shield. Oh boy. Because if you're not careful with its Shuriken phase, well, it will tear you up. Shuriken phase. I know they call it throwing stars, but Shuriken sounds way cooler. Just go crazy on it, and try to make sure not to die. Yes! Ugh, that only took a few tries, but I did it. I think that's probably my best record at that, too. With Carol, at least. Oh. That is a fun boss fight. It's one of my favorites in the game. But yeah, I will see you within the analysis, and after a refreshing pause, I will see you with the next zone. I'm gonna hate this next zone, by the way. Ah, ha ha ha. I'm getting flashbacks to my That didn't take long now, did it? So, done, the kind of thing to avoid. Yeah. I saw that coming. It begins. Times like this that I wish I can uppercut like in Freedom Planet 2. Oh. Why are my inputs being dropped? Oh. Now it's time for the final phase. Go crazy on it and never mind. Go crazy on it and die. That's how we do things here. Is it because I'm recording, or is it because the capture hardware that I'm dropping inputs? Final Dreadnought 1 is definitely what I call a flying start to the end game. It's very exciting, fills you with adrenaline, and is a fun ride from beginning to end. It is one of my favorite stages in the game, and for good reason. There's a lot of things that will test your platforming prowess, with your biggest roadblocks just being the airlocks and the boss. The boss isn't too difficult, but I wouldn't exactly call the boss easy. You have to worry about the boss's 6 different forms, starting with, well, the blasters and the train. The train, when it wants to fire its own laser beams, is going to require some low jumps with the other 2 characters, or just perfect timing with Mila's cube over her head to basically reflect Syntax's attacks right back at her. The second one is the pogo stick, which you're going to just need to jump, attack the weak point, and avoid the shockwaves. But the next phase after that one is probably the most devious one, and probably one you're going to die to a lot. The shuriken. The shuriken is one that you're going to need to time perfectly because it will tear through you. It's a shuriken. It's going to tear through you like a blade. You need to time your jumps right and not bother damaging it because it's a point where it can't be damaged. Then you have to worry about the last phase. Let's see, the Wave Blaster, we'll call it. The Wave Blaster is one where it's just like with perfect timing and placement, you want to go crazy on it when you get close to it. Even if you take a bit of damage, you're going to need to just lay on the hits as much as you can because of how close the boss is to the edge. But it's very easy to be thrown off course by it. So, yeah, it's difficult, the stage can be difficult, but it's all very manageable. It is a far cry from the stage before it. I give Final Dreadnought 1 a 7 out of 10. It is not easy, but it's not too hard. It is the right difficulty and the flying start to the end game. Thank you, fan. I know you're a fan of this stage, but let's get to the next one. Every single day, stress comes in every way. I ain't got no time for nobody. My style is rich, though fat and rich. Today we're going to earn a cake that's rich. Anyway, we're about to go to hell. Wanna know what's my personal hell? Well, let's get ourselves... Well, I guess we'll take a water shield to start, but in case that I have full HP after the transition, you know why. So, let's begin what I consider the lowest point of Final Dreadnought.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting, and they had to hire a new one.
Welcome to Final Dreadnought 2. Prepare to spend a very long time here, I meant. A very long here, yeah? Wording. Anyway. My English can get broken whenever I'm just absolutely frustrated at a level like this. And believe me, a level like this can make me really frustrated. Like, I get so livid with a level like this because, as you can tell, I had to cut down hours of footage when I recorded this with Lilac and Mila. You want to keep this shield. You want to hold on to this shield because this stage just sucks. Hey. There's a good reason why I gave the angry puppy noises warning, because you know that I'm going to be a bit on edge. Wait for those slugs to stop bouncing around before taking them out, because lost another shield. Now this part's going to be a little bit harder for me. Anyway, down we go, up the ramps, do it all the way. Go down here. And then we just press this button to get up here. It's a little bit tricky to get up here by pressing that button, but hey, we can do it. If I can do it, so can you. Anyways, get this shield right here. Yeah, you can get healed. Ugh. You want to take care of these guys one by one before going down there. Bye-bye shield. Bye-bye easy time. Because guess what? This part is near impossible with Mila. I'm not kidding. If you're playing on hard mode, if you don't have that wood shield here, you are not going to do this without dying. Which is why you need to, like, basically do the closest thing to a perfect run for this stage as Mila. That one shield you see at the start of the level, the one that I picked up, you need to hold on to that. You want to make sure to avoid damage if possible. Because if you don't, well, that part just got a whole lot harder, and you'd be lucky to make it without taking a single hit. Because that freaking octopus blaster is going to hurt. It's going to hurt lots. Get over here. Come on. I know. I'm right here. Turn me into Swiss cheese, why don't you? Come on. You have the gat. Come on, get me. Good. Never mind. I get too cocky and I end up getting shot. Ugh. Yeah, take a big shot at me. Come on. Not going to question that. And that's exactly why you want to be careful with this particular shaft. Yeah, this is not the run. This is not the run at all. Because I'm already down to 1 HP. I've had better runs than this, believe me. If I'm already down to this much, guess what? I'm fucked. At the very least, I know how to combo with Carol and such. Hey, if anything, this particular game, this particular bonus run made me want to get better with Carol. All because I wanted to make sure I could buffer enough time just to make the pain of waiting for Freedom Planet 2 a lot less painful. Though, Mila, give me your shield. Give me it. Thank you. Hey, Carol, get up there. Anyways, this part also sucks. This is the second choke point of the stage, because believe me, it's always these lasers right here. If you're in the wrong spot, you're going to get shot. You can say goodbye to your shield. Now, take a moment. Or say goodbye to your shield. Ugh. And hurry the heck up if you lost your shield, because if you don't hurry the heck up, goodbye, that Wildcat's going to die from air starvation. There we go. I never die from air starvation in this game unless the game screws me over. Don't let these guys snipe you. They can fire from far away. What am I doing? Go this way. Ugh. And they get really crafty with this particular shaft. With the skin of my whiskers. I mean, I do have whiskers technically. I have a beard. Actually, no, I don't have a beard. I just have peach fuzz or something like that. I tend to shave whenever possible. You are not going to snipe me. Ugh. I'm going to take as much health as possible. Because I gotta make up for that pitiful shaft section. Down here. Good thing Carol doesn't suffer from fall damage. Platforming rules. Anyways, just ignore the conflict that's below, and then just if you're starved for health, just do this. And okay, let's try that again. And just take the final shaft and be absolutely careful, because you have to stop holding buttons on the shaft. I've never gone through these shafts without like struggling on them. I played this game so many times. It's one of my most played games on my freaking Steam library. Anyways, you can just climb the rest of the shaft after all the bombs have been cleared. I've already mentioned this in my failed takes. I'll mention it again. It is possible to get that 1-1 up there as Carol. It's just really hard to do. I have posted a video clip of me doing exactly that. Anyways, here's the real final boss of the game. This is harder than Brevin himself. No joke. And as soon as I can beat him, the sooner I can complete this project. Believe me. Now it's time to fight Serpentine. Serpentine will punch. He will also toss fireballs downwards, punch again, punch one more time, then start his reticle. He'll do this pattern again. He'll do this pattern again, and if you're not out of the way of his mega punch, well, that's gonna hurt. And guess what also hurts? That flame ball attack. The flamethrower. Ugh. The flamethrower hurts because it's also a lot harder to calculate than you think. And now he's a lot faster. Huh. Yes! 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 That stage is hard because of the way it's built and the boss. If you're wondering why I am shouting yes and so much salvation, you know why. Those walls are the only safe spot if you're playing as Carol. And if you're not, well, good luck with that. All that practicing helped me, but it still was hard as heck. I will see you with the outtakes and, of course, the analysis on this particular level. I can finally freaking relax. We are not going to survive this run because I lost my shield, making this part of the level near impossible. Look, I'm down to 0 HP. I'm down to the... like that. Like that! Oi. Now's not the time, phone. And now he's gonna speed the heck up. Yeah, that's what happens if you're not out of the way in time for that. No, he's so close. This always happens when I'm in Final Dreadnought Round 2. And now he's sped up. No, I was so close! And to the surprise of no one... yeah, this stage. It angered me as Lilac. It angered me as Mila. It angered me as Torque. And it angered me as Carol. The difference between this stage and Trap Hideout is that this stage is a lot shorter. At least in comparison. Trap Hideout only seems like it goes on for much longer because of the elements you have to deal with. Trap Hideout has a few mini-bosses, and then the biggest offender of that is the boss that's hard to get up close to, and the 99 ninjas. Oh. So, what are your choke points? Well, the first choke point is basically the beginning and trying to hold on to any shields that you can. You want to hold on to the shield from when you're like from the beginning of the stage to when Mila gives you another wood shield. You want to hold on to that shield because that shield is useful for one section, the Octopus Blaster. The Octopus Blaster is being guarded by 2 Sun Forces, and that one shield is immune to the Sun Forces. Problem being is that to get to it, you have to get past 2 Shade Elites. You want to make sure to take care of the Shade Elites. Try to make sure that you're not going to lose your shield against those Shade Elites to get the said shade to the Octopus Blaster to basically break its shield and get that card. Problem being is that it's very hard to do so. You're either losing your shield to a Shade Elite, losing your shield on the way, or you lose the shield to the Octopus Blaster, and those Sun Forces just will take every bit of health away from you. Then there is the second choke point, the no oxygen section. The first part of it, getting to it, is one big problem because you have to deal with a lot of shadelings, a bunch of Shade Elite, and of course a vertical section with things that can pot shot you and hurt for a lot of damage. You do get a health feel if you're playing as Lilac, Carol, or Torque, but everything in that section just hurts like hell. Like, to start, you want to make sure that when you get to the higher sections, you want to make sure you have some sort of invincibility frames, or go in for an attack and make sure you're in an area where you don't get hit by the mini tank or the rotating turret. I forget its name at the moment. Then you have the section after Brevin turns off the oxygen. When Brevin turns off the oxygen, like, the first part of it is not so bad. It's all about platforming. But then there is the part where when you get the first water shield. You want to make sure that when the blasters move to shoot, you want to make sure you move so you don't get shot. Like, you just want to keep booking it. But then you have to go back through them, and it's a lot harder than it looks. It's so nerve-wracking. It's so easy to lose your shield there, because those are some big lasers. And then you have the last choke point, the vertical section, the elevators. Each section has at least one area where there's a whole bunch of enemies. There is no oxygen until you get to the end of the last section, and you don't want to lose your shield if you make it to a section, and like, you don't want to lose your shield if you make it to one of the sections with the shield you just got. What I'm saying is that if Mila doesn't spawn that shield, like, you go too far off screen about it, that shield is not going to spawn again. Mila isn't going to come back out to spawn another shield, and you could potentially be hosed at that point. You have to worry about the mines and the enemies on each section, and you have to make sure... Whew. You just want to be absolutely careful with it. It's all about just being absurdly careful. So careful you might as well be playing Freedom Planet with safe mode on. Oh, man, I feel like I'm gonna run out of breath explaining all this. And then there is the boss. There's a reason why it's the hardest in the game, harder than Brevin himself. The boss has no safe spots, the closest to that safe spot being the walls that are over bottomless pits if you're playing as Carol. That particular boss, hurts hard, hits hard, hurts hard, and just is so freaking hasty that's not even funny. Trying to fight against that boss is just not, it's not fun, period. With the lack of safe spots and such, for a pattern-based boss, it's just, you don't know when you're going to get that final kill because he kills you really fast. Ironically, the lock-on blaster attack is the easiest to dodge, but it's so hard to take advantage of him just going to the side, so that way you can go in for some free shots. Trying to hit his head is a little bit easier said than done. You have to make sure that when there's an opening, make sure to hit the head while avoiding any damage he might throw at you. And when he speeds up, you essentially have launch day mutant Serpentine because he's super fast and he hurts like a truck. And that flamethrower attack where he unleashes a bigger flamethrower, he is very hard to telegraph for that. It's very hard to telegraph that flamethrower because it's just, you want to be as close to him as possible, but you don't know if he's done punching yet. However, there's just a little bit of leeway compared to Trap Hideout. Why doesn't this get the level, Red? One thing. No 99 ninjas. The game doesn't force you to fight 99 shade elites or 99 of whatever just to get the Serpentine. I don't want to play this stage again for a very long time. No thank you.